It's one thing using a sunscreen and another thing having it work correctly for you. By now we should all know that having a sunscreen is so important. As a matter of fact, it should be the #1 product in your skincare routine as it helps to protect you from the sun rays. Today I'm going to touch on some points which are some things you are doing wrongly or are not doing, which probably is the reason why your sunscreen is not working perfectly for you. So make sure to stay tuned to the very end. Hi there, my name is Alicia and I'm a skincare enthusiast. If you love my channel, make sure to subscribe and turn on the post notification. Also remember to like, comment and share the video, and also make sure to shop all your hair and eyelashes from us at www.sharegorgeous.co.uk. The first reason why your sunscreen might not be working for you might be because you are not applying it the right way. So by me saying this, it means you are either applying the wrong amount or you are just not applying it correctly on your skin. Now with the wrong amount, it might be because you are using just too small of it. When it comes to the wrong application, it means that you're not taking time to work the product into your skin. Now when you take the sunscreen, especially the mineral one, you want to make sure that you rub it into your hands for some time so that the product kind of dissolves into your hands. That means if you were to apply it on your face, we won't see any white residue or white cast on your face. Also, what I personally love to do is I take a thin layer, rub it into my fingers like so, and then work my way under my eyes and around my eyes and any other areas like the corner of my nose to make sure that I get all the full coverage on my face. Or if it's whichever part of my body I feel like my palms will not reach those parts, I'll use my fingers to work those areas. So it's more about patience and taking your time to apply the sunscreen and cover every area you don't want the sun to burn you. I know for some people, especially dark pigmented skin, they see the white residue on their face. So if that is you, just try to use the chemical sunscreen. Personally, I have not used it before, so I can't really say much about it, but there are amazing reviews out there that it does work for darker skin, so give it a try and see how it goes for you. The next reason why your sunscreen might not be working for you is that you might be using the sunscreen that is wrong for your skin type. For some sunscreens, it will state which skin type can use it. Now, if you have an oily skin, you most likely want to get a sunscreen that gives you a light feel. So when you put it on, it doesn't feel heavy at all. And it has less of greasiness going on with the product. Now, if you have a dry skin, then most likely you want to go for a heavier feel or sunscreen you put on that feels really heavy and got a bit of greasiness going on. So always make sure you give it a read. I use the EXPIRY facial sunscreen. I'll pop it somewhere here, and it is ideal for people with oily face. It feels emollient, it feels a bit dry, it feels lighter on my face, and that is what you want to be looking for. And the great thing is that EXPIRY did note that it's ideal for oily face as well, or oily skin. So yes, give it a read so that you're sure that you're choosing the right sunscreen which will help your skin type. The next reason your sunscreen might not be working for you is because of the quality of the sunscreen. Maybe your sunscreen is way too cheap because maybe just like I used to be, you didn't see the importance of a sunscreen, so you just picked up one random £1 or $1 sunscreen. You might want to up your sunscreen game. Get a decent or fairly priced one which is still good and will do the job for you. You can trust that the quality is really good to protect your skin from the sun rays. Always choose quality and always choose the fairly priced, or if you can, the pricier sunscreens, and most likely that will work better than the cheaper ones for you. This next point, I was a victim of it, which is avoid overexposure to the sun or direct contact to the sun. Now, this may seem impossible, but all you need to do is to be conscious of it. and that is the first steps you need to take. Next, when you're out and about for whichever purpose, be it work or going to the beach to have fun with friends or whatever the reason is, you want to make sure you wear sunglasses or a hat, be under a shade or be in the car, be in a building, whatever it is. Just take those little conscious steps to help protect you from not directly having contact with the sun. Because the truth is there is only a limit your sunscreen can go. Obviously its purpose is to protect you from the sun, but again, if you are not doing your part of trying to stay away from the sun and you are heavily relying on the sunscreen to do all the job, then it will not work, especially if you're not reapplying your sunscreen, which I'll touch on that later on in this discussion. Make sure you are always taking those actions that will help you reduce the direct contact with the sun. I honestly didn't see the purpose of having to reapply my sunscreen until I bumped into a couple of reviews and people said it actually did work. By the way guys, I only started jumping onto sunscreen just 4 months ago. So for me to be a baby in the sunscreen game, yet I've been able to identify these few mistakes I made, which when I changed those habits, it worked for me. I'm sure if you apply it as well, it will work for you, so don't make my same mistakes. I would say with a reapplication, do it twice in the day if you can. So that means in total is 3 applications. So you wear it in the morning or whichever time of the day. At some point you put it on again, and then finally you put it on again. If you can keep going on and on as many times as you can, that is even better. If you can, in total within a day, try to do 3 applications. So 1 application and 2 reapplications, and that will go a long way to protect your skin from the sun rays. Hey there, I'm sorry to interrupt. Just a quick reminder to subscribe to this channel and turn on the post notification button for future uploads. Honestly guys, when it comes to this, I never saw the relevance, but it's in the little things that you do that will change your skincare game. Okay, so I actually read somewhere that you need to apply sunscreen both indoors and outdoors. Yes, I got surprised. I was thinking, but you're indoors, so why do you have to apply? But I saw the knowledge in there, which is sometimes, especially if the sun is out and it's so harsh, you might have your windows open or other outlets in your home, and the sun rays can come in and damage your skin. Yes, so if it is summer for you, I strongly suggest that if you're indoors, apply sunscreen. Even if you're in the kitchen and you're using appliances that has open fire, maybe you're grilling something, doing some sort of a barbecue, put on sunscreen and it will help your skin from getting burnt. So yeah, this is another thing you want to also take note of. This final thing is something I learned so many years ago. I think about 4 or 5 years ago. Now I do remember that I randomly picked a sunscreen from Superdrug here in the UK, and when I got home I noticed that it was emollient, very dry. The water had separated from the cream itself and a bit of oil at the surface. So I felt like something wasn't right, and I checked the expiry date and it was left with just 2 days for it to expire. So I just quickly threw it into the bin, never got to use it. Possibly that's the reason why I couldn't be bothered using sunscreen till I jumped on 4 months ago. It is so important to check the expiry date on sunscreen. Sunscreens do expire quicker compared to other skincare products like your lotion and the cream. It's so important for you to check the expiry date instead of something that will be expiring so soon, because again, it's your skin. You want to be applying the right product on your skin. You don't want to risk putting something on that is going to irritate you, that might cause some burns, sensitivities. You don't need that at all. So make sure you're always checking the expiry date. All too soon, that is the end of this review. I just hope that it helps someone watching me. And yeah, if you've got any questions, feel free to leave it down below, or any suggestions as well. Please let me know and I'll be glad to apply. And yes, I'll definitely try a chemical sunscreen and give you my review on that as well. Till then, Let's meet in my next video. Bye for now.